They picked some right here. And the Marvel Rivals game is succeeding right now. Just off the just recent success of the alpha and the beta right now for both PC and console, it's just amazing. Just the fact that this mobile objective-based team game right now is truly giving Overwatch a run for his money, and it's not even the full release yet. Being that the game is on full release for December 6th right now, and the set characters right now before the recent trailer for Bucky, aka Winter Soldier, and Captain America Steve Rogers. The December 6th release is just around the corner, and we're all excited for it. Just the fact that we have just the recent characters from Venom, the Spider-Man, you have the Guardians of the Galaxy team with Mantis and Star-Lord. This team, it's just this game in general is just looking amazing, feels amazing. You have so many characters, so many released characters that have been leaked apparently, and just the simple fact that the current character roster is just infinite. The fact that we're getting something this close to just full release, it feels so surreal, and I can't believe that we're getting it already. And honestly, if you would have told me a few years ago this game would be coming out, I probably would have called you a liar. Just the simple fact that the release of the recently Deadpool and Wolverine movie coming out, or well, excuse me, that has already recent release, being over $1 million globally, I wouldn't be surprised if we got Wolverine and Deadpool could be coming out on launch as well, if not a few months afterwards, just to capitalize off of that movie. So you know I'll be playing. I'm a Deadpool fanatic. I try to get that that little exclusive bucket that they released. You know the one, you little nasties. If you didn't know, I'll probably pop up on the screen not too long, probably sometime soon, just to show you how amazing that bucket would have been if we got it on release. But hey, I digress. Just the recent gameplay, everyone's enjoying it. I've seen multiple streamers and multiple YouTubers just putting their 2 cents on it, and I believe that everyone is 100% consensus that we love this game. Now there seems to be an overpower with Bucky on just a little test that everyone's doing, and apparently he's a one-hit killer, if you know what I mean. But hey, let's talk about some other recent news about this game, being that it is soon to release not only December 6th of 2024, but being available on a PC, console. So hey, everyone's gonna be playing together. If I'm correct, I'm sure it's supposed to be crossplay as well. If not, fact check me in the comment section below. But regarding that, I have a few characters I'd like to see myself. Regarding the recent leak of characters, being it Human Torch, Hawkeye, Cloak and Dagger, Ultron, that's a good one. Moon Knight, that's my favorite on the leaf. Squirrel Girl, hey, but who's watching? Black Widow, but only in spray paint form that people have found on the wall, and I wouldn't be surprised to be on this list or be recent to not recent, but releasing more than likely 2025. Mr. Fantastic, you couldn't have Mr. Fantastic if you wouldn't bring Doom in this game. Blade, very surprising to see that one. Psylocke, not as surprised to be regarding Psylocke, especially with her being majority of time in just about everything. She was in the last X-Men movie that unfortunately did not do well in the box office. Wolverine being on this list, and hey, I'm not surprised on that one. Invisible Woman, aka Sue Storm. The Thing, Ben Grimm, and Iron Fist, surprisingly, not the Iron Fist that you're used to from the Netflix series or in recent comics. This Iron Fist is actually Lin Lee. Very surprising that they went through this one. I don't think we've ever gotten Lin Lee in the games at all, actually. So the fact that we're getting a different version of Iron Fist is very surprising. But I'm pretty sure this is to change it up. Lin Lee not being a very recent character in the comics, but actually, not unwell known, but not super well known as well. With a character like Lin Lee being Iron Fist in the game is definitely going to boost up the Asian popularity within the community of the game. And not just that, but it's going to probably have a different see-through vision that we can really just observe and have with this character. with a character like him being a very high class in using weaponry. He has a blade generation, which is very orthodox, or excuse me, unorthodox. I've never heard of a character using that. Mystic energy manipulation. You have a character that has divine heritage, being the last descendant of the Jin Fu Zhao. Mr. Lin Li himself can wield the sword of Fuji and use it in very magical powers. So another character of mystic artist that we would definitely like to have. Personally, myself, along with that, I would love to see Clea, which is Doctor Strange's wife in the comics. And as of recently, if you saw Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, you would see that Clea, excuse me if I'm pronouncing the name wrong, is a very mystical arts character and was also Sorcerer Supreme at one point after Doctor Strange, along with others that have been Sorcerer Supreme of that universe, or the universe that until the 616. So this category, when it comes to Marvel Rivals, I don't really know what universe is in, but I'm very excited to see what all they tell in the story for this game. So the fact that Clea being Doctor Strange's wife, I feel like would be great to add a mystic character, especially add more women to the genre and through the playlist of the game as well. Would be very exciting. Seeing we already have the Scarlet Witch in here, so that's telling we already have some chaotic stuff. We have not Doctor Strange. We have Doctor Doom in here, which is a very mystical character, and people don't understand that. He's a very magical character, a very dangerous magical character. So him playing chess in the cutscene was very interesting. It's something maybe foretelling that he's maybe overseeing something that we don't know in a different plane of existence. So instead of the average skinny Doom we're getting to, this Doom seems very bulky. So he might knock out the Hulk before you know it. And along with that, we're having characters like Johnny Storm that was leaked in the game as well, with a white and blue costume on. So pertaining to which sort of costume they're going with this team of Fantastic Four members is very interesting to me. Along with powers, I would like to see what kind of powers they would have. Being Invisible Woman, she would probably have a force field, maybe generate a force field for everyone. Could also probably block off characters like Captain America does with his shields when it comes to Ultimates. As a recent, in the trailer, you got to see that Captain America was actually able to redirect Tony Stark's high beam ultimate, which is very interesting. Having characters like Moon Knight leaked in the game would be very cool. So, but I would like to wonder, is he going to be a switch character? As in Overwatch, there's characters that are able to switch abilities, so on and so forth. Same things with characters as of him having multiple different personalities would be a very interesting contrast of characters to go through. It makes me wonder, is he going to be able to switch in between different personalities that give him different powers? You have characters like the billionaire businessman Stephen Grant, the taxi cab driver like Jake Lockley, and the suited detective and police consultant Mr. Knight. So it's very interesting to have Moon Knight in here, because I don't feel like when we get Moon Knight, we're able to see his different personalities come into contact with the characters. As you've seen with the, in my opinion, a very successful, one of my favorites, if anything, top 3 favorite Marvel TV shows was Moon Knight. Highly recommend to anyone that has not seen that show, please go watch it. You will love it. It has a lot of character build in it. Honestly, one of the best character builds I've seen in Marvel TV shows. So the fact that we have a character like this coming to the game, to me, 10 out of 10. Love to see it. And just the fact that we can probably get the conversation between him and Dr. Strange regarding Khonshu, the god of the moon, between Dr. Strange would be something very interesting. And the fact that we're getting Ultron as a villain in this game, very interesting. Ultron is not an unpopular character. By all means, he's a very source character, very reliable character. So the fact that he's coming to the game, him and his dad, Tony Stark, gonna be having a crazy conversation right there. You know what I mean? But man, interesting enough, a character that I found strange that's supposed to be in this game as a leak was Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl, not one of my favorite characters at all, at all. But the fact that we're getting this tree hopper is crazy to me. I said it, I meant it. You heard me. Uh, but the fact that Squirrel Girl is in this game is crazy to me. What will she play? What character? I'm interested to see what she would play as, because Squirrel Girl is not a typically powerful character in my head or anything that I've read in the comics. So very interesting. Very interesting. Blade being in this game. To me, it's probably gonna be my main. Might be my main. If it's not Moon Knight, or the Human Torch. Oof. Blade might be my main. But I wonder what power system he's gonna use. Is he gonna have the same comic accurate costumes that he's had, or is he gonna have something different? I do like the fact that the change of the character roster's costumes are very different. I like the fact that it's not the regular MCU style or the regular 6x6 costume that we've seen in the past. Everything seems very armed up, very bulky. I like this look. I love this look. And the fact that Galactus is a female is very interesting as well. I like to see what the story foretells to that. So that is very interesting in itself as well. But hey, I've yapped on long enough. Tell me, viewers, tell me what you'd like to see coming from this game further on in the comment section below. I would love to see what you guys have. Maybe some comic book nerds down there. Maybe you might school me on something I don't know. But until then, I'll see you in the next one.